EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Looking to throw, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Steelers take over first and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Check, hurt. Let's go now. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Penix. Throw left side. There's London. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kadero Hodge. 3rd down here. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Folk's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here. And the Falcons grab it. Always got some breathing room. Inside the 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Daniels. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Let's go now. Hawk set.
To the air, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
19 Cardinal.
They'll throw with Penix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Second down and 3.
Let's go.
Here's Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Austin is there and brings in another one. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 51 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Steelers first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
The Falcons 19-yard line.
19, Tiger, down. Ready.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Viking 18.
To the air goes Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come on.
Warren will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
19 tight. 19 tight. 69, 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Ready.
Penix working out of the gun here. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
6 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Handoff. And the ball is knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
19 Tiger.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Steelers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
18 Cardinals, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready up. Stop. Ready. Cougar 19.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. The 20, 5, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darnell Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. This ball down the field for Pitts. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Track 60.
On third down, Penix from the gun. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Austin. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Daniels looking to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think they should go.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there, 72 yards. And the Steelers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. He's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go now. Go.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now Penix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 19-yard line.
Here's Daniels. He'll find Metcalf. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They toss it to Warren.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds Austin complete.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
That's another
Cougar 19.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this